Pasolka, IB Masters Learning Center at ibmasters.com. And today we're going to look at Test 8, Section 4, number 8, which reads, in the equation above, which of the following is a possible value of x plus 1? Notice it is not asking you for x, it's asking you for x plus 1. You got to consider that. In many cases, you could solve for what it's asking for, if it's asking for something like x plus 1, without solving for x. In fact, in this case, that's what you want to do. Do not try solving for x. We're going to do this algebraically. We're also going to use our answer choices. So stick around for the answer choices though, because if you got this wrong, that way it works. If I put this over 1, or you could think of it as just multiplying both sides by x plus 1, do not FOIL it out, because you're solving for x plus 1. So if we cross multiply and set equal, or just multiply both sides by x plus 1, same thing, you get x plus 1 quantity squared equals 2. And then if you take the square root of both sides, you get x plus 1 equals square root of 2. Correct answer is B. Okay. Now, let's say you didn't see that, you wouldn't have thought of that. Here's an alternative solution. Since it's asking you for x plus 1, all the answer choices are possible values of x plus 1. So typically when you use your answer choices, where do you want to start? Top, bottom, or middle? Usually you want to start in the middle to see if it's too big or too small. Now, when you've got an x, here you've got an x plus 1 on both sides of the equation, that might make it more difficult to tell whether you want to go bigger or smaller. So if that's the case for you, then it doesn't really matter where you start, but we will start in the middle. Let's test out, let's say you tested out the 2. And you always want to start in the middle, because if you can determine that 2 is too big, then you could eliminate C and D. If you can determine that it's too small, then you know that the answer's got to be D. You've got a 1 in 4 chance of it being the correct answer, and 1 in 4 chance of it being too small, in which case you've only checked one answer choice. 50-50 chance, that's the only answer choice you have to check. But anyway, since it's asking for x plus 1, I could put 2 in place of x plus 1. I get 2 equals 2 over 2, and that would be 2 equals 1, and that just doesn't work, so that's gone. Okay. Then you could ask yourself, are you too big or too small? Well, if you notice, the left side of the equation was too big. And also, the problem is when you put a smaller number on the bottom, then it's also going to make the value on the right bigger. But we saw what a wrong answer looks like. Let's just look at what a right answer looks like. So let's say you test out the square root of 2. Then you put the square root of 2 in place of x plus 1 here, and in place of x plus 1 here, because that's what it's asking for. Get the square root of 2 equals 2 over the square root of 2. And if you remember in math class, they don't let you have a square root in the bottom. It's like a math thing. So what do? You multiply the top and bottom by the square root of 2. And what we wind up with at that point is square root of 2 equals 2 root 2. And the square root of 2 times square root of 2 will give you 2 in the bottom, and then 2's cancel. Square root of 2 equals square root of 2. Correct answer is B. Thank you for joining us today. If you like this video, click like. You can share it with someone who has trouble with, it's just like weird algebra, or does not use their answer choices. This is how you could use your answer choices, a little more advanced way to use your answer choices. This is not just asking for X. If there's any question you'd like to see answered from any official PSAT or SAT or ACT, leave that in the comments. I'd be happy to shoot a video on it. Click subscribe so you don't miss anything, and check out our 1-minute video on TikTok. Have a great day.